And in 2019, the ministry came under a scandal with reports of financial abuse, psychological abuse. Essentially, the Calvary Chapel church members were funding the ministry, believing that money was going to help and feed and clothe children in Uganda, in Cambodia, in Costa Rica, in Guatemala. But apparently it wasn't actually going there. Okay. They thought their money was going to train students that were going to become missionaries worldwide, but no one really exactly knew where the money was going. And this is interesting because they specifically ran a student program called Ignite. And one of those students wound up blowing the whistle on what she alleges was intentional financial fraud. That student's name was Kenzie Kinney. Okay. She handled Potter's Field's finances. And here is what she said verbatim about how this not-for-profit would pretend that they were feeding tons of kids worldwide, but actually they were having her engage in fraudulent activity, allegedly. She said, quote, this would be a very high guesstimate of how many kids were actually in this program. I would say maybe like 500, and that would be between all 5 countries, Kinney said. Kinney added that the Rosells, that's the family that was running this program, would show videos with hundreds of children being fed during their presentations in order to solicit donations from Calvary church members, but that those images were from infrequent, larger pastor conferences. She remembered working with about 20 kids on a weekly basis during her time in the program. She also said that Potter's field workers were told to Photoshop old letters from kids in the program, with the altered letters being sent out to donors.